Hey everybody, it's Hillary Hurst and welcome to my first installment of Wicked Wisdom, my own channel. Before we get started over everything, I want to acknowledge the light behind me. It's Equinox and I'm enshrouded in light, which is a lovely thing, and everybody is, by the way. So I also want to acknowledge the great spirit and creator who allows us the power of the seasons and who provides so much plethora of wisdom and curiosity for us during this time. So before we get going, I want to read two definitions because I love words so much. The first, if people are wondering why wicked wisdom, and that is because here's the definition of wicked. Wicked, Middle English, evil or mischievous by nature. The synonyms, evil, immoral, malevolent, malicious, nefarious, twisted, villainous. The slang of wicked, excellent, awesome, masterful. The synonyms, evil, awesome, bad, cool, dope, excellent, far out, groovy, hot, rad, fire. So, welcome to Wicked Wisdom, a channel where we're going to bring a lot of different information to you. Why? Because we can. And I say we because Wicked Wisdom is a dream I've had for a long time about bringing all the information and different ways of perceiving things that I've had the great pleasure of gaining. And as it appears on this beautiful day of Equinox, this initiation of Wicked Wisdom, me letting my hair down, most of you know me in braids, and now I've let my hair down, I realize that through all my Jill fooleries and all the bozoing on the buses and all the incredible foolishness that I've endured in my life, I've come to the great position of being an elder. And what is the elder to do? Well, we're missing out on the elders of today, but the elder in the ancient days was where we got to pass on the juicy wisdoms of all the things that we've been through. So Wicked Wisdom is about our collective wisdom, my personal wisdom, and prayers and blessings to be able to weather this extraordinary time. The next definition on this day of equinox is corona. A big word for these days, by the way. Corona. Corona is a noun. First, from the Latin, it is the garland or crown. From the Greek, it is garland and wreath. From the Proto-Indo-European, it means to turn, bend. Here we are in a time of a coronavirus, a time of a crown, a garland of consciousness. And what is the invitation of this pandemic, this worldwide phenomenon? But to go inside, to isolate yourself from your normal daily routines and to go within. And what better day to begin really understanding the gravity and power and beauty and grace of this time is equinox. For here we are on the day of equal light and equal dark. And how does that apply to this time of corona? We're being called to come inside. We're being called to look within. And in a strange way, this coming to ourselves is an invitation towards our togetherness. For we can use very, very powerful methodologies to transform this time of isolation and distancing. First, we come in contact with ourselves. We balance out that which is within us. We understand the things that have most meaning to us because this virus is forcing us to look at that. We don't have the same distractions, or we actually do, because of course American culture provides many distractions even while alone. There's some fabulous Netflix series on. And there's also great books to read. And there's also great conversations to have. And there's also great silence to endure and to experience. So this corona time is a time for us to come within and spend time really, really understanding. What is it that balances us? What is it that feeds us? What is it that nurtures us? And how can we use those nurturances to make a connection. In a strange, powerful way, it's making me even more aware of our deep-held connectivities, regardless of whether I'm in contact with you physically. We have the power of the imagination. And at 7 o'clock tonight, if you want to, please join Barb Largen's YouTube Healing, where Barb and I created a heart coherence to be done during equinox time. 7 o'clock p.m., YouTube Barb Largent Healing tonight. This is one way of coming together. The other way is through active visualization. How do we want to see a new world? Everything is falling apart. First we come together. Then we see, what can we build in a different way? And so I say to you on this beautiful day of equinox with a corona of light above me and the blessing that I am safe right now and healthy right now in my home with my beloved daughter and her friend, doing jigsaw puzzles, making food, giving each other space. I wish you all and send to you all a blessing. I wish you and send to you some invitations for new ways of dealing with being by yourself. Start with your altar. Those of you who have an altar, clean it up today. It's equinox. Add something new. Those of you who've never built an altar, what a wonderful thing to do during this time. What is an altar? Any little space you create in your home in which you honor those things that have meaning for you. It can be a shell, it can be a stick, it can be a picture of your loved ones. Ancestors love to be on altars, by the way. So do rocks and crystals. So do pictures that people have given you. The altar represents your personal visual understanding of your interconnectivity to everything. For in fact, my friends, even though we're in social isolation and distancing, we are inextricably connected, inextricably woven in this fine little weaving going on. And so thank you for listening to me on this initiation. If you have any ideas and any suggestions for how we might venture into the wisdom realms, please send me a jot. I'm also offering phone consultations during this time at a reduced price, so give me a jangle and let's set something up. So I want to close with a beautiful poem, part of a poem by May Sarton, a wonderful poet who's no longer with us, but in ancestral form. It's from the poem Invocation to Kali. And I think it's befitting for equinox. Help us to be the always hopeful gardeners of the spirit, who know that without darkness, nothing comes to light, as without light, nothing flowers. I love you, my beloveds. I love you, community. Stay safe. Stay open in your heart. Be inquiring. Be kind. Let's hook up soon. Many blessings.